Welcome to the ruckus.
Oh, that's a good one. We should use that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We've now been here for the discovery of our new opening.
Yeah.
right.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our humble stream. I don't know what I'm
yes.
doing.
So humble. So humble.
Yeah, we're just the best.
The most humble.
Yeah.
We are
Some would say
so
the humblest.
amazingly humble.
So, Jade,
Yeah.
I would like you to give the rundown.
Okay, sure. This is just because you know I watched it the other day, isn't it?
It is precisely because I know you watched it, and because you weren't here, and so this is like makeup work.
Fuck off. with your makeup work. Get fucked. Oh
Hey,
my god.
you know what? Not all of us get to talk to the Critical Role crew, so maybe,
Right.
just maybe, it's worth a little bit of makeup work.
But my makeup's
Maybe.
already on point.
Jade's good at makeup.
Okay, so having thanks to Clutch use of I think it was teleportation circle, Carrick got us all up to the rookery. No, it was just teleportation, right? Anyway, we ended up in the breeding pool up at the rookery, which is a reclaimed ancient elven city now used by dragons. That's just where they chill out. Everyone kind of keeps themselves to themselves for the most part, but it seems pretty chill. Carrick and Juron spent a year there before they sort of met Tosha and Curiosity, and really it was a very sort of chilled out kind of session as the party decided what was going to happen next. Carrick and Tosha indulged in a little bit of drinking, discussing the next steps, and Tosha suggested use of Dream, with which to sort of fill people in, get contacts made, and decided to try and contact Felix. Carrick wanted to contact his dad. Tosha contacted her mystery person and dicked around with Joron, giving him a really weird dream. Joron, for his part, got to have a really fun conversation with Amy, who kissed him, and I screamed very loudly. I had a moment. So things are really fun and awkward there. Amy apologized for it, and like Juron is as gentlemanly about it as Juron is about everything. But that's sort of there simmering in the background. My understanding so much is Carrick got the fucking best session ever because David makes the best faces and the best noises when interesting magic items hit the deck. I have never seen somebody make that noise because he found the staff of the Magi in the observatory of the house we're staying in, and it made my fucking day. So, as well as receiving a fun Tarask whistle from his father, found some correspondence and just sort of generally everyone did some catching up. Like plot-wise, not a lot happened, but it's more sort of just like making plans. I think the next step is to hop over to Mekanos, actually where there's going to be a council meeting of some kind about the situation in the Vale. We've passed on the information that we've got, but obviously we needed our long rest before we can head over there. But that's basically it plot-wise.
Yeah,
I don't think I missed any pivotal details that need to be sort of refreshed for everyone. And when everybody woke up after their long rest, they could smell smoke. That was sort of where it left off.
Yeah, I think the only thing you left off is that Tasha has an intelligent sword.
Oh yeah, no, that got identified, and that was the other thing that made David make a really good face in this occasion when he found out it was a 9 lives stealing sword. I need that gift. I need a gift. It was good. It was very good.
Also,
yes, Tom.
I'll let Nairi go first.
Okay, Nairi.
I was just gonna say that one of the dreams was Tasha went to her mama, which then got
so
cut
cute.
abruptly.
That's true.
Sorry, I forgot about that one. Yes, Tom.
Okay, Tom, you got your hand raised.
Ow. I know what we're doing. Like, we are having a little bit of a thing with Curiosity, like going a little bit back in time to see what they were doing. Can I, since like Joran wasn't really doing anything. Can I just, with Joran, have a little, hey, with curiosity? Just a
No.
little talk.
No.
I could literally curiosity went straight to sleep. Like when they got there.
Don't worry.
Which is what we'll have time.
When the
Okay.
DM says don't worry.
But yeah, no, for the rest
Be
of
worried about something else.
Yeah, no. But yeah, when they arrived, Curiosity basically passed out in one of the rooms upstairs on the first floor. But is as a result is awake an hour or so before everybody else.
Yeah, we're actually gonna go ahead and say that Curiosity woke up somewhere closer to about 3 hours before everybody else.
Okay.
That way, it gives you time to do all the other things you want to do.
Mhm.
So, we're going to speed up until I think the story should catch up.
Okay.
In which case, so Curiosity woke up early,
Mhm.
and most people had declared that they weren't even sleeping in rooms. They were just putting their bedrolls down on the floor when they came in. So that's where that's happening. You and Amy were the only ones to declare rooms. So you were on the second floor. They were all on the first floor. So when you awoke, you'd be able to see everybody in their cots downstairs.
Mhm.
And set to exploring this house. When you reach the third floor, you would have the ability to explore a bit.
Mhm.
And you had declared that Curiosity wanted to check out that same office that character.
Yeah, especially getting the impression that something had been moved to reveal it. So definitely go and have a nose.
In which case, you would definitely have found those letters quite interesting that were on the desktop that had been signed V.
Yeah. On finding those, I'm gonna gather them up, sort of go and sit in the little seating area and just sort of like sit cross-legged on the floor and like spread them out and pull out the letter I got out of the safe and like compare the handwriting and see if this is the same handwriting, the same voice. Because also something about the letter I found you said struck me as odd, like something felt a little bit not quite, something rang odd with it, and I want to now I've got this time to sort of see if I can suss what that odd feeling was, like try and pin it.
Well, the handwriting definitely matches.
Okay.
The signature especially, it has the same flourish on the V. The letter from the desk, though, has a little bit of extra information in there that the other letter you have doesn't.
Okay.
In that it actually gives the address of where it came from.
Okay.
Where did I put? Yes. The return address on it is the office of one T. Everett Cowell in Thanatos.
T. Everett Cole.
Cowell.
Sorry. Cowell.
Yes.
In Thanatos. That's the city full of dead, right?
It is.
Rad. Is there any kind of date on these letters?
There is no date,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Right.
Come on, people, date your letters.
That was what I was taught in English.
Right.
You put a date on there.
But I mean, you are English, so.
I mean, I was taught it in English.
Thank
Just
you, Daddy.
upper right-hand corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Along with
Right.
everything else. Yep.
Okay. Okay. I just sort of want to get a vibe of who this person is. Really. Also, I realized I didn't ask this question. When I looked at the picture, which I have got as well, you described this woman as well as wearing like the robes, like the with the Mechanos vibe, and I think that's right. You said like blue hair
Yep.
and cat's eyes. It didn't
Yes.
occur to me at the time to go, that doesn't sound like a very human way to look. So, because D&D, but also given that Felix described V as a master of disguise,
Mhm.
is this person like, do they appear like human, or is there like pointy ears or anything on the picture?
There's nothing
Indica-
pointy about the ears.
Okay.
They appear like a standard humanoid, and by standard I mean, you know, like a human half elf type of vibe.
Okay.
You can't see the ears due to the hair, but you know,
Yeah.
they're not like a dwarf or a gnome or a halfling or a whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, a couple of those details
Mhm.
strike me as interesting, given that, you know, I also have them. So that doesn't feel like a disguise thing.
Mhm.
So, okay. I guess I'll pack them all up together.
Mhm.
Trying to, I don't know whether it's worth me doing an insight check or whether that's some flavor we can do later.
No, you can totally do an insight check.
Cool. 19.
You don't garner anything new.
Okay.
Nothing stands out to you.
Right.
You can tell basically based off of the handwriting that these two were written by the same person. But beyond that, not a
Okay.
lot.
Okay. I am going to, and this is sort of curiosity trying to get a gauge on what's going on in their own head as well. Because, like, yesterday was a day, quite frankly. A lot of information taken in, and turns out, oh, right, so, you know, one of my dads is dead, but apparently my mum is more of a thing than I knew. So I am going to, because I'm feeling kind of a bit lost, I suppose, in myself. I'm going to pull out the compass of the Southern Star
Mm-hmm.
and see what it shows me, because over the years we've had it, we know it's a scrying eye of sorts, but it kind of shows you what you want most.
Mm-hmm.
And I think curiosity wants to know what they want.
That is an excellent question. And I'm by no means dodging that. That is an excellent question. That is definitely an aching feeling when you're not really sure what your direction should be. In this case, it's a very heartfelt feeling too, because while you are currently trying to figure out what you should do, you've been doing that for a while. What this is now is distinctly different, because you feel almost a need to make what you do matter more. You've gone so far, you've lost some very important people. And up until now, it was like an endless spring break. But now things are real. Things are hard. And that makes it all the more difficult to decide a direction to go. And as you grasp the compass and look into it, I feel this heavy sigh move through you instinctually. And as you breathe out, the image sort of clears in the compass. And all of a sudden, you're not so much looking into it as you are standing. Around you, in all directions, is thick, black smoke. And you can hear someone humming a distant tune.
Is it a
And
tune
as-
I recognize?
You do, but it's so far lost. It's like a memory of a memory, like something you've forgotten. And
Mhm.
only now it hits a chord.
Yeah.
And the smoke begins to clear. And you see in a small room covered in artwork that looks like it's all been drawn by a child's hand. A woman sits in a rocking chair, staring into a fire, knitting, humming to herself. As she stops and turns to look at you, before you can see her face, it begins to zoom out quicker, 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 until you're firing up into the sky faster than you could imagine. And for a split second, you see something. Something you don't recognize, but something you know must be important. It's a clock tower. But it's in the sky.
Okay. Oh, more questions.
And then the bubble pops, and you are sitting back upstairs, and the black smoke from around you fills the room
Oh!
and rolls out through the house at breakneck speed, filling the spaces, all the crevices, all the nooks and crannies, until the entire place is filled as though it was made out of a jelly and less of a smoke. And you can feel it pressing against you. It has a
Okay.
weight all its own. And for a brief moment, you feel that something is looking back.
Cool.
Before the smoke dissipates and turns into a thick mist that fills the room and begins to exit through the cracks in the floorboards and through the windows. And this is when everyone else wakes up to the smell of smoke and thick clouds of black all around you.
Oops.
So we're all awake to this
You're all awake.
black smoke.
You are on the first floor, surrounded by black smoke. In fact, the most smoke is right there on the first floor because it's all sunk down. But it is like going underneath the door frame, in between the cracks in the windows, just sliding out.
Does it smell of anything?
It does. It smells heavily of sulfur.
Would I recognize that?
Yes, actually.
I'm going to grab the Staff of the Magi and cast Dispel Magic through it because smoke doesn't
Were you
sink.
sleeping with it? Were you
Yeah.
sleeping with it? Like, curled up around it?
Just right next to me. Just blam.
Sleeping with it. No. The thing that everyone on stream missed was that Carrick knitted its own pajamas.
Yeah, no,
It's got
it is
its
within
own
arm's
sleep
reach as I
pad.
sleep.
Yes, so Dispel Magic, and the smoke just vanishes.
All right, stand up with the staff. Is it
What
from
the
the whole
fuck?
room or just like an area?
It's all gone.
All right.
Is the mist gone from upstairs?
Yes, it's
Wow.
all gone.
So it all just like went in an instant.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna put the compass of the Southern Star back in my pocket. Like, maybe not gonna use that for a little while.
Yeah, looking around, just is is everyone okay?
I'm fine. What the fuck?
I'm good.
Curie?
Do I hear that? There's two stories. I don't know how open
Yeah.
it is.
The stairway that goes up goes all the way up as one long winding staircase that goes up along the walls, with a big open area in the center.
Okay, cool. I will like lean over the top then and go, yup,
Are you okay?
yes, totally fine. Nothing to worry about.
Curie?
It's fine. And I duck back.
I use my tongue piercing. Curie?
Insight check.
What the hell? Yeah, can I wiggle my tongue for an insight check?
That's a very different kind of insight check.
Right. You definitely know if they're lying or not.
Mm.
No, but
With a little bit of tongue wiggle.
I'm just gonna go. Curie, are you sure it's okay?
It seems to be fine.
Was something burning? No, wait, it was magical. What the fuck?
It's very weird.
Deception check.
Can I make an insight through voice?
Hold on.
I know Curie.
Hold on.
Oh,
Deception
guys. Let me tell you, you know how I have reliable talent and can't and have like stupid modifiers for so many things? Deception ain't one of them.
Because you made a mention in the very beginning that Curie is a lot of things, but not a liar.
Nope. I rolled surprisingly good. I rolled an 18.
Okay.
Which is one of-
Nairi, I would like you to roll insight with advantage.
Okay.
I imagine the house is small enough that Carrick can also hear this if Carrick wanted to insight check as well, because I heard David say insight check.
Oh, absolutely.
I was just going to insight check the as you went back. Like,
fine.
that seems pretty suspicious.
21. That's a 16 plus a 5.
Yeah, Curie is definitely not being 100% forthcoming.
A nat 20 on my insight check.
Yeah, you also can read right through it. So smooth. So smooth.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now that we're all awake, let's gather and make a move on, shall we?
Just gonna
Yeah.
let that slide. Not gonna fucking pursue that at all.
You don't know.
No, I don't know. Jade is curious.
No, Tasha knows something is up, but I
Does
mean,
Carrick?
if curiosity is going out of their way to lie or to wave it off, then there must be a reason, and she's not gonna go confront them right now about it.
Okay.
So yeah.
So yeah, there's a good lounge up there. We can just kind of sit around, eat a little breakfast. Decide on the plan.
Nice.
Apologies, everyone. To anyone eating on stream. To anyone watching
Eat
on
your
stream.
food.
I won't put my armor on. I'll just put my pants and like this open shirt with puffy arms,
Hot.
and like it's the V is open down to like
Right, so
my belly
like a
button.
Prince Charming shirt. I got it.
Yeah,
Good.
with like a lot of hair here.
Yeah.
There's
What color is
definitely-
the hair? What color is the hair?
Is it orange like your hair on your head?
It's lighter. It's still dark, but like lighter. It isn't.
Right, it's dark and light. Got it.
No.
There's There's definitely like a from Tasha.
For what it's worth, if you guys are coming up to the observatory level, Curie has their coat sort of over their shoulders, but they're literally wearing effectively like a halter neck bra. It's not a bra, because they don't wear a breastband or anything like that, but it's clearly so they can have something on that isn't a shirt that they can wear that accommodates the wings. So it basically looks like a pajama top, but they also have like their trousers on and socks, but no boots. So they clearly look like they got up and threw their coat and trousers on, but didn't bother getting fully dressed.
Nice.
I get up in my normal clothes and just start prestidigitationing the wrinkles and stuff out of it.
Such a pretty boy.
I sleep in the same clothes, so
Do you sleep in your armor?
not in my not armor, but like in the same clothes. Like I don't wear different things for fighting. I just add layers when I'm fighting. And then I take them off for comfort. Then I put them on.
Do you
Kiri
bathe
basically
in
sleeps
your
in the nude.
clothes?
Huh?
Yeah, perception check. How smelly is Tasha?
Smelly. I just I've been
Tasha,
roughed up a little bit.
Tasha, make a survival check with disadvantage.
Oh my god.
That's an
Why are
18
you
on
like
my
this?
perception.
Okay, so I rolled a 17 and an 8 plus 5, so 13 total.
Yeah, Tasha smells pretty bad.
Damn it. You know,
It's not her fault. You haven't stopped anywhere to bathe lately.
yeah, it's been days.
Yeah.
Think about how the Critical Role crew, not the Critical Role, the Vox Machina crew might smell after all that time.
You could have gone into the pool outside.
That's
the
not
hair,
water.
the hair is definitely a little matted. You need to have a moment.
I'll let people up in front of me as we're going
Prestidigitate
upstairs,
behind.
and I will prestidigitate behind to make Tasha not smell so bad.
As Tasha goes up the stairs, Carrick behind her, shaking his head, prestidigitationing the whole time. No.
Does like her do the top buttons of her shirt like suddenly button up and like her hair
Right.
becomes a little neater?
Right, and then like one of those buttons that came off now just spontaneously regrows itself. Yeah, the whole thing.
Fuck.
Just flex and burst it open again.
Yeah. Nah,
Power the
she's pop. No, she definitely like undoes the buttons again. Like, fuck.
I'm behind Carrick. Carrick, we talked about this.
18 on my deception. What are you talking about?
I'm right behind you.
When does Carrick lie? This is when Carrick lies.
Isn't it sleight of hand to do magic without somebody noticing you?
I'm just gaslighting him. I'm not.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is I don't think that he's trying to hide that he's doing it. It's more that he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. We've never had that conversation.
Do I roll insight?
Yeah, insight
Okay.
versus deception.
Yeah, if you want to see through that deception.
What was your deception?
Did I say 18?
You
Yeah.
said 18.
Okay.
28.
Yeah, so you know that he's lying to you.
Carrick.
Yeah.
Don't just go around prestidigitating people. Not nice.
Do I hear this?
I was gonna say it's like
Probably,
hugging
yeah.
somebody when they don't want to be hugged.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. That was loud. But man, snap. Just turn
You know,
around.
it was for everyone's benefit.
Fucking excuse me?
You know, I didn't say anything, call you out, or embarrass you, or anything like that. But you know, not everyone has access to the kind of magic I do,
Carrick.
and people
Tosha
get a little
is very
smelly on the road.
touchy about things.
As you round the steps on the second floor, Amy comes out dressed in green leather pants, no boots or socks of any kind, but the same kind of shirt that Joran is wearing.
Hot.
I mean,
And and a long medallion that rests right above her navel.
Hi, Amy.
And I slept in a barn hair.
I repeat my statement about this being hot. That's Jade.
Did you all come up here for me?
Oh no, we're going over to Curiosity.
Well, we're all eating breakfast upstairs.
Come on in.
You know.
I'll join you in a moment.
Okay.
Shower first.
Shower?
Yeah, there's a bathroom at the end of the hall.
Oh, fancy.
The fuck?
Have you been pissing out the window again?
Okay, so here's the thing, though, Joran, we lived here for like a year. Are you telling me that whole time you didn't know there was a bathroom at the end of the hall?
Where does Joran poop?
He doesn't. He's that much of a gentleman. He disappears. He prays, and the feeling goes away.
That's called constipation. That might explain a few things. Joran, you're full of shit.
Jeez.
Oh, it's rude. Don't ask those things.
Let me have my coffee first.
Okay.
She just wanders off down the hallway.
All right.
Tosha is very no about things. Okay. Don't even try to do her different. She'll like wow at you.
Tasha's right here.
Hey Tosha. You get it, Carrick, right?
You know, I think this might be a bit of one of those kind of self-fulfilling prophecies on your part here, Joran. So, let's just go have breakfast, everyone.
Okay.
Great morning. Waking up to smoke. I'm sure we're all ready for some breakfast.
When everyone gets up to the observatory level, Curiosity looks at Tasha. Did you do something new with your hair?
No. Carrick did something new with my hair.
Carrick, can you do something with my hair?
Sure. Yeah. I'll just press the digitation.
I can do prestidigitation. I just want to see what you do to the hair. Curiosity is actually pretty clean. So, because they have prestidigitation themselves.
Straighten it all out, turn it into a mohawk.
Put a streak of pink in it,
Right. That's what all the cool kids do.
That's a lie, and you know it.
Yeah, the cool kids have purple beards.
All right. So I rolled a 23 on my intelligence on current fashions.
Okay, sure, yeah. Oh yeah, no, you picked up the latest issue of Dwarf Vogue.
Do I now have like a bitch? Do I now have like a bitch and undercut?
I don't think prestidigitation can do that though.
I don't think it can cut it, but I've styled it in the best way I can for the links.
Oh, it's just like slicked on the side, fluffy on the top. I dig it. I like it. Thank you, Carrick.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Got a pompadour going on.
A little bit.
So
very rockabilly.
So we're having breakfast up in the observatory level.
Yeah. I suppose Carrick would notice that a bunch of the stuff that he was looking at the night before ain't there no more.
Not just that, but Carrick, I want you to make a perception check.
26.
Okay. There's something else you notice. And that is that the office has been cleaned.
Curiosity, did you happen to clean out the office there? Like, clean it, dust it, and stuff?
I can honestly say I did not do that. I
Okay.
went and looked in there, but I did not clean it. That's more Joran's thing.
Nobody cleaned the office.
Nope.
I'm assuming it was still dusty when I was in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it was when that smoke turned into mist. Maybe it just like cleaned it.
Did we
Yeah,
see
that
the
smoke
smoke
was
turn
really
into mist?
weird.
Or was it just
You-
smoke?
For you, it was just smoke.
You saw it turn into mist?
You did not see it turn into mist?
No.
Oh. Yeah, it turned into mist.
As smoke usually does, you know.
Yeah. It also, smoke's famous for sinking and going under doors.
And for appearing for no absolute reason and going away by dispelling magic.
Mhm.
Eating breakfast.
Yeah, just kind of while I'll start eating breakfast, and I'm going to start ritually casting Detect Magic
Okay.
and kind of give the room a look over after it's cast.
Okay. Yeah, so detect magic can detect a lot of things around here that are magical. A lot of you have magical items, things like that show up immediately. There are two things, though, that stand out to you that you hadn't noticed before. Thing one is that the crossbeam on the door that heads into the office is magical. And in fact, the school that it comes from is conjuration. The second thing that stands out to you is the window in the room also is magical and gives off a sign of abjuration.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna. So there's a couple of magic things in here, guys. So, I'm just gonna be in here. I'm gonna, identify them. It's gonna take me about 20 minutes. I can kind of listen to what you're talking about and chime in here and again, but don't wait for me.
Oh, are you doing identify?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I found a thing yesterday. Would you mind looking at it?
Sure, yeah. I'll do that first.
Okay, I am going to get my bag, my haversack, and go to a bit of space in the corner of the room. I know what's in my bag, and I'm going to flip it inside out because I don't want to shove my hand in and grab this thing. And I'm going to throw it all out and just sort of like use Mage Hand to pour through everything. And just like, so I found this really nasty looking pendant yesterday.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, so.
Oh shit, I just realized something. You might want to. No, that's metagaming. Identifies a touch spell.
Is it touch?
Yeah, because I've gotten
is.
fucked over with that before.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I don't
I will
know. You could
ritually
approach
cast
this item.
identify and then touch it, I guess.
Okay.
Sorry. My face.
You take 35 points of necrotic damage upon touching it.
Ow.
However, you are 100% aware that this is the talisman of ultimate evil.
And I don't have my ward up for the day either, so I actually take that damage. Yeah, so just kind of standing up from it, I'll just kind of cough up some blood.
Oh,
Just go, yeah,
my
that's
God.
real evil, guys. That's
Oh,
What?
I'm glad I did not touch it. Oh,
It was bad.
Can I
thought it
take a
was-
look?
you know, I'm just
No,
gonna say it
no.
definitely hurt a lot to touch that. So,
I will put it into something else with
so I know it's the Talisman of Ultimate Evil. I know what it does then too.
Yes, because it's a legendary item, so it's the kind of thing that literally has been handed down in myth and legend. So
Okay.
upon touching it and knowing what it is, you would also know what it does. What it does. That it is like wholly not okay.
such a nasty item.
For
Okay,
anyone in this
so
group.
like here's the thing, guys. We gotta do something. Like this is on the list now. We gotta dispose of this or guard this or something.
I walk over to Carrick and pat his back, cast Cure Wounds, and say, "Going to be okay, buddy." That is 13 points of healing damage.
Healing
Okay.
I mean, so I can put it into something and then back into the bag for now. I
At that
won't
wait,
touch it.
at that moment, I'm just gonna sort of look like that for a second and say, "Wait, could you hold it out for? Wait, use your mage hand. Could you hold it up for a sec? What does it look like?"
It looks like a circular disc with a carving of a six-pointed star with a demon skull holding a giant green gem in its mouth.
You know, looking at it, I am not surprised it is evil. On
Hmm.
reflection.
Did Felix describe the other part of the artifact? The thing that went into the lantern? Did he describe what it looked like?
I thought he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just couldn't find it in my notes because it's all jammed together.
This ain't it.
This
Yeah,
is
I'm just
separate and different.
wondering- It was like something to do with an eye.
Are you done? Are you done looking at it, Tosha? It looked like it.
Yeah.
I will take a spare shirt and use the mage hand to pop it in the shirt. And...
Hold on.
Okay.
As you hold it aloft so that Tasha can read it, the mage hand that you have begins to shudder and change color and grow long, dark talons. And
I dispel it immediately.
it does
And
not
let it drop to the
dispel.
floor. Oh, it's never done that before.
Oh no.
Dispel magic?
It does not dispel.
I run down to get my weapons.
It lowers itself down onto the floor very slowly. And taking one of its talons, it begins to write something on the floor, carving it in wood.
Uh-huh.
You know, on second thought, guys, I'd say we let this play out.
Does anyone in your group speak Infernal?
Yes.
3 of us.
It is writing in Infernal. It says these words. We see you now. We know you're here. We are coming. Love. Valak. Knock. Knock.
Oh, it's the pizza
and
guy.
then the hand begins to dispel in a cloud of embers, taking the amulet with it.
Holy shit!
Oh, shit.
Okay,
And
so
as it does, you hear on the door downstairs.
I am probably
Euron's down
near
there.
it because I went for
You
the.
are.
So
You
I go
swear.
over. Oh,
can you
someone's
repeat
knocking.
the message before that? Can
I
you repeat the
op-
message?
open the door.
Oh, please have the rest of the
The
message.
the door opens up, and standing there is looks like a human that's about 6 foot tall, wavy dark brown hair with a beard, not like a big dwarven beard, but like a thin pencil mustache and sort of a goatee, wearing the leathers and robes that denotes him as a member of the Tower of Time.
Oh, hello there. We didn't order anything.
I'm just unbelievably happy that I was able to finally find you.
Great. Can I now get the message? From
Which message?
Curiosity.
No, I wanted to know what I needed to repeat the message because I wanted to
Oh.
write it all down and I wanted to make sure I had it right.
Sorry.
That's all right. I will then message you because that's funny. But yeah, it was we see you now, we know you're here, we are coming. Is that correct? And then
Knock, knock.
love Valak. Was it Valak? What's the
VALIQ.
Ooh. VALIQ.
Valid.
Wait,
I
we
was-
see you now. We know what?
We know you're here. We are coming.
Love Valor.
Knock, knock, knock. And then the door knocked. Actually, I go pale. Well, as pale as somebody with indigo colored skin can go, I guess.
Right. In fact, I think that you need to make a Constitution save.
Sure. Oh, I'm great at those. 14.
Yeah, you vomit from the
Yep.
stress of it.
Yeah.
Knowing that you unearthed that amulet and it is now in the hands of whoever just did that.
Yeah.
Do I know that people from the Tower of Time are good or bad, or what's their dealio?
They are considered, as far as things go, they are considered neutral with a slight towards good. They try to stay neutral to all things and simply just record the things that go on in the world. But they are not malicious in any way. And they genuinely, while they don't step in the case of, natural selection or whatever you want to call it, they definitely are not okay with just straight genocide. So they would probably not get their hands dirty if it was like, two kings fighting over the same country. But if it was, some dark and horrible spellcaster laying down death and destruction, they'd be like, well, here's all the things we have to destroy that guy.
Okay, I say, well, I think you're exactly on time. I always wanted to say that joke to one of you. Hey, what do you want?
Can I come in?
Is that one of the vampire things? Are you a vampire?
No, I just don't want to push you.
I think that'd be really hard for you. But yeah, you can come in.
Thank you. He walks in, shakes his head, shakes his body. You see water come off of him. I have been tracking your teleportations since you left Coriolis.
Oh shit.
It's been a while.
Trying to catch up with you.
It was a long time coming.
I think I still have dragon juices in my ear.
Ooh. Oh yeah, Carrick and Curiosity, they have the prestidigitation. They could probably help you out with that. They're upstairs.
I'm bringing a message.
Yes.
Are you able to receive it?
Sure.
Fantastic. He pulls out a scroll case and unscrews the top on it and points it at you. And for a brief moment, you see a flicker of light, and then a spectral head pops out of the scroll case, projecting itself midair in front of you.
That's a ghost.
Pork, a ghost. Is that a ghost? Is that a ghost?
It's not a ghost.
Oh. Scared me for a bit.
It takes so much time to write everything down. It's going to
Okay.
take twice as much time. I have a very important job here, and you're making it very hard for me to do it.
Well, you should have started with, oh, be prepared. There will be a spectral head coming out of the tube.
I'm gonna
It's
start
not a
coming downstairs.
ghost.
Yeah,
Like,
do we
No.
hear
vomit
this?
from my mouth?
Also, we have like a
I-
tentacle thing upstairs that we probably need to deal with, and I point at my weapon. Can we just go on with it? It's not a ghost, I get it. Can you like the message, please?
The head begins to speak. Adventurers, the time has come. You are in need. Fuck. And the top on the scroll case pops on as the man goes, "Fine, go do your thing. Come back to me. I hope that I can get a fucking cup of tea in this place." He wanders off into the kitchen.
Wait. I got some sweets for you if you want. Here you go. I pull them out of my satchel or what.
Jerome could put off Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormons. Like a tactic team of them, he could put them off. It would be the best.
Yeah.
As you do that, you see that there is a small dog sitting in front of you.
Oh, hey, doggy. I give him some rations. Oh, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? I just have to take care of some tentacles upstairs. I'll be alright, bro. Oh, you're just... Okay,
This is
okay.
the
I
rest
have
of
to
stream,
go.
guys.
Yeah, no, he's still gonna come downstairs.
I go
Yeah.
upstairs.
Would we have gotten halfway down by now?
You would have gotten to the second floor, as Joran is now to the second floor. You are now both coming down the same corridor towards each other.
Is still the tentacle thing upstairs?
It was a hand, it is gone.
It took the amulet with it, so that's like a task off the list, but that's a new task on the list to replace it.
We have to get
So-
the hell out of here. is what we have to do.
have
a lot to do.
we have a person who's out of time downstairs. He needs to talk to us. Or me, I don't know.
You ever have someone tell you the punchline to an inside joke you don't know?
I'm just gonna head downstairs. Why not? Someone wants to talk. Fuck. Fine.
I go down to the person and I'm chuckling all the way there.
I'm gonna grab my boots and a shirt as we pass by the room that I slept in.
Out of time.
Yeah, as you move downstairs, you hear the clatter of what sounds like metal against metal. It doesn't sound like battle. It sounds more like somebody falling in a tool shed.
Oh no.
And when you get down, you find that the man that you had let in is now underneath a pile of pots and pans that fell out from one of the cabinets.
Okay, how did you get there?
His head is covered, so you're going to have to uncover him.
Well, everything off of him. Is the dog still here?
Yeah, the dog is still here. The dog is still happily eating all the rations that you threw on the floor.
Cool.
Just wagging all three of its tails very fast.
There's 3 tails.
That's not
That's
a
three
normal
tails.
dog.
Yeah,
Can I
nah.
get an Arcana?
In fact, if
Could I-
you take a moment to look at the dog, you see that there are a couple of things that are off about it. It has 3 tails, it has 3 eyes, and has a ridge of spines that go down its back from the base of its neck all the way to right before it hits its tail.
Yeah, but all animals are dogs or puppies until proven otherwise in the eyes of Jura.
Yeah.
Right. Other than that, it essentially looks like a golden retriever.
I just
Oh.
walk next to the dog, like over to the guy, and start pulling off things, just not minding the dog at all.
Yeah,
I'd
well,
like
the dog,
to-
as you pass through the room, the dog is following you.
Oh, just be nice, okay?
Can I
And I
go on a check to
pet
see
it.
what this dog is?
Yes, you can.
Could I
26
join
on
in
my
on that?
Arcana.
Yeah, he's fine. I cannot assist. I rolled like dog shit, amusingly enough.
I rolled the wrong die. 24.
Okay.
That is a
Um,
weird looking dog.
What do you
Yes,
mean?
that's
It's a
because I bred
dog.
him with a beholder.
What?
So are the eyes in its skull or is it eyes
Yes.
on the little stalk? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it has one big eye right here and then 2 regular dog eyes
You bred him with what?
with a beholder.
Oh,
Who are you?
I'm sorry. I should have probably introduced myself first, but there really isn't time. I have to give you this message immediately.
okay.
Or
Press
give us a
message.
message.
So he uncorks the spell case again,
Oh, everyone,
And-
wait.
projects
It's
a giant
not a
spectral
ghost.
head into the room.
Thanks, Jura.
Essentially the
you.
Wizard of Oz.
Mhm.
Adventurers! You are called to... Sorry, I can't do it after that. Joron kills me. Joron kills me. Adventurers, you are called to witness on our need. And it displays a map of the city of Oriona.
Hmm.
Great pains have been gone through to have this message reach you in time. We have reason to believe that a force beyond our reckoning is coming to destroy the Tower of Time and all of our records with it. We hope this message reaches you in haste so that you can attend to our very important need. Please come at once to see to all. And the message cuts off.
Is it a Draco Lich?
It's the
asked the
fucking
guy.
army
And,
from.
and the guy starts to hit the bottom of the scroll
I
case.
was going
And
to
then
say,
it
is there something.
comes back out.
Oh,
Before we are all destroyed.
It's the
that
army
was
from
really
Praetoria,
needed,
isn't
but-
it?
No, it's a different place.
No, but it's right north of Amalar.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
But do we know
Pretoria
for
is
sure
like
the army is
We know-
going?
Pretoria
the
starts
Praetorian
at
army-
south.
He corks the
Yeah.
Have you ever
That's,
got
scroll case.
geography?
and stows it back on his belt.
Mm-hmm.
I have traveled very far to reach you. And I understand that this is highly irregular and you definitely have other things to be doing.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
But I have to reach you as quickly as possible because this is something that is most dire.
Are you
If-
aware of the Draco Lich in the Vale? Also pretty fucking dire.
Well, I know about the Dracolich. It's just
You think you are more important?
no, I don't think I'm more important.
No, not you, but you think the people you represent are.
No, I don't. I just They think they're more important. I just deliver the messages.
What's
I
the
Do you
am
army?
sorry. I am sorry. And I'll start prestidigitating dragon goo out of his ears.
What's
I don't-
the
Which is
army
the
marching
oddest
on?
feeling.
Yeah.
It didn't
What's the
say
ar-
anything about an army march, did it? It just
It
said
said
they're
a
going to be.
force. A force coming
Force,
to
alright.
destroy. We know
What's
the
the force?
Praetorian army is going to Amalur. And
We know that
Amalur
for
is a
sure?
very different. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Then
that
yeah,
was
what's
confirmed.
the okay?
This
Then
is
what's
something
the
different.
force coming towards the Tower of Time?
Yeah,
Do
what's
you
the
know any more
force?
information?
A sorcerer. We're unaware of exactly how he was able to avoid detection for this long, but he's been building some sort of a battery, something to condense just an amazing amount of magical energy all in one place. And he expects to be able to unleash it upon the tower. There are tons of wards in place, a million different types of protection, but if it's as powerful as we've been told it is, then there's no telling what could happen.
Do you got any idea when he's going to show up?
We don't, but we know that it's supposed to be sometime soon.
Soon as in days, hours, weeks.
I couldn't tell you. They told me that I needed to find you immediately. I don't know what that means.
Why us?
Are you not the ones who saw fit to defend the trade caravans of Coriolis?
I mean, that was.
Were the two of you not the ones that conquered the kingdom of the void? Did you two not stand in front of an entire mill of dragons? Are we not among dragons right now
Yeah, we
that are not seeking to destroy us?
No, they're pretty chill. Even though some of them can like breathe fire, but they're still chill. You know, in like the good way. Like not
Joran.
like ice. Yeah,
Joran.
yeah,
John.
yeah.
You're getting off topic.
Oh.
I know everything there is to know about you. I've read it as it was being written.
Ooh.
Oh yes, Tower of Time people.
Wait, not everything.
I know about all that time you spent at Pharaoh Pax.
You shut your whore mouth.
That's rude.
Tosha, language.
Yeah, Tower of Time, you'll know I'm rude. Alright, wait, let me
Language,
rephrase.
okay.
You shut your whore mouth.
What is? I put my hand over her mouth.
You know, I'm just going to say, I
those
don't
words.
know why you'd be surprised to someone reacting this way after you just told them you've been spying on them their whole lives.
Yeah.
No, true. I put my hand back.
The tower watches over everything.
Do you
That's
think
a bit
I know
invasive.
that.
it's still peculiar?
Everything.
So you know, if we can help, there are some things I might want to look up in some books of yours. But look, you have delivered your message. You have done what you were tasked to do. Thank you for bringing this information. Sorry about the breeding pool. It was gross.
So, you know, to kind of talk to you here. So, you know everything about us. You know what we're currently doing then?
I think so. I've followed you all the way to Amalar.
All right. So we have, you know, at least in the immediate, we have a timetable on a guy we got to save who's necessary to save the Veil. That's like next couple of days kind of thing. So at the moment, this sort of vagueness about what we're doing, I can't speak for everyone, but that's definitely on the list. That's maybe even next, but I can't interrupt.
We have a thing we must do first.
Sir, if you like watch everything and know everything, don't you know how to take care of that guy?
They can't tell the future, Joran. They tell what has
Like,
happened.
if they know everything and they see everything, didn't they like see how the wizard built it?
They said
Maybe.
he was hidden. They
Did-
said he was hidden somehow.
So you
He
don't
said-
see everything.
So okay, so we gotta find.
All right, look, we have a lot to do. We
Look,
need to go to the Vale no matter what happens. That's the first place we need to go, and we need to go soon. But we hear you. Tower time, important place of history and information and all that, and somebody's coming to like, but you know, we just
So here's the thing:
curio-
if oh, go ahead, John. Sorry.
curiosity. What's the name of the guy that is bad? The one that you had to run in with.
I got that in my notes somewhere.
It is Leon.
Oh, Mr. Message Man. If we give you a name, could you like go into your library and be like, oh, here's everything on that person?
Oh, wait a second, John. That's a great idea. But how about different person? So who are we trying to save?
Pomegranate.
pomegranate.
Yeah, if we came and helped you out for like a little bit, could you tell us
What
where
it
this
is?
pomegranate is?
Yeah.
Can't you just scry?
I never seen him before, so
What's a scry?
I whip a bracelet off my wrist. Here. It has a piece of his hair.
oh well. So I mean, maybe that works. But
Yeah.
okay, so
We
we
have
need
enough
some
places
things.
to go. We have so
Well,
many
okay,
things we have to
so-
do.
Here's some things though. If they can provide stuff that we were gonna get in Mechanos, I can go there. If they can tell us where he is and can get us, you guys are good at teleport. Can you get us directly to him? Do you think?
Yeah, I think we should be able to.
If we do that, I can spend the day. If you can get us some spell components that we would need to help fight Draco Liches and stuff, I can spend the day kind of beefing up your wards and stuff. I mean, we weren't going to go.
I don't think that would be a problem. In
We
fact,
weren't going to find them today, anyways, right, guys?
if you want, he reaches down into his bag and he pulls out what looks to be a small box. It's about the size of a general-sized encyclopedia.
Mm-hmm.
Carrick?
And he opens it up. On the top of it, there's an iris that he pushes open. You can use this.
What
I will
is it?
open it.
It doesn't open like that. There's an
Okay.
iris that opens up at the top, and it opens up a hole that's about the size of a baseball.
Okay.
What is it?
Well, it's a Moz box.
What
I'm
is-
sorry. We use them all the time inside the tower. I thought that they were everywhere. So a Moz box, you can put any component into it and get another component out of it of the equal value.
Like a switch.
So it
You
duplicates.
put, like it's take a penny, leave a penny, but for spell components.
Well, most spell components share very similar properties chemically, and so it's really not much except rearranging what they're made of.
Oh, it is transmutation magic.
It is. Oh, do you know magic?
I thought I did.
So if you
Alright.
put some amount of money in there, would you be able to get a component?
Well, I mean,
You're putting in gold.
I don't know. I mean, I suppose, but gold. I mean, I think so. I think that could work.
So it just
There you go.
duplicates whatever's in there?
I've never used money before, but I mean, in theory.
It's a material. It's valuable. You can use it to get yourself stuff, Carrick. This is great.
Carrick?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not necessarily a component.
Yeah, I don't care about gold.
Carrick?
Yeah.
Carrick?
Yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
well, Can you scry on pomegranate now, please?
Sure.
Cool. Thank you. So we don't really have a day to save him, and we already
I
like
thought it was going to
spend
be.
a day.
I thought we were given a specific time they were going to do this ritual.
That is a cutoff time for that, yes.
Yeah, but they can
no,
like
what,
get
no,
him before that.
no, what I
So-
said was I do not think pomegranate is connected to the ritual. I think they are happening concurrently, but not related. It is
Yeah,
just two
yeah,
different
Oh,
things.
that changes stuff.
yeah.
Okay.
We do not
So
know
then-
what the ritual is that Leon is doing. I don't know if it has anything to do with the veil. I just know that that man should not get what he fucking wants.
Mr. Message Man,
You can call me Abadasser.
Abadasser. Do you have like mages in your tower?
Oh, I mean, yes, we have people with all different sorts of abilities.
And where is that wizard with the battery? Do you know that?
Unfortunately, we don't have everything. We just have everything that's been recorded. So, all I have on that is rumor.
So how do you know that he's going to attack you? And you don't know where he is?
Because he sent us a message.
What was in that message?
We know you're there. We're coming.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck
jeez.
me.
Oh, God.
All right, now we
Did
have
he
a
give-
stake in this. It's
Did he
great.
give you a name? Was there a name with that?
Valak?
Yes,
Why
we just got the
not?
message from him too.
Oh, did we?
Why not?
It's nice.
Oh yeah, and he's got like a super nasty item. So he
Yep.
we know for a fact that he's just acquired the talisman of ultimate evil. So
Ooh.
write that in your books.
Oh.
But
You guys.
Jeffrey, write that down. The dog "Arr!"
so we have to
pulls a
save
book off its
pomegranate.
collar and begins to write.
So plan right now is save pomegranate, if at all possible, within the next 2 hours.
Yeah.
Get back to the Tower of Time.
Maybe.
Wait. If this Valak person, whoever he is, has messaged the Tower of Time to say this, and also messaged us to say this exact same thing, how do we know this isn't just scaremongering? This is trying to put everybody on the defensive.
Look, we have something that we're going on ifs and buts, and we have something that's time sensitive. Can we please move forward?
Yes, okay.
Oh yeah,
It makes
that's
sense.
Abadasser. Yeah,
Save
Abadasser,
pomegranate.
have tea. Like, make yourself a beverage, then maybe you will fuck off, maybe we'll come with you, but we need to do a thing. Have tea.
So I can stay here then.
Sure, when the fuck
Yeah,
not?
you're in contact with the Tower of Time.
I mean, I can be.
Okay.
That could be
So-
useful, but let him hang fire. We will do this thing and then address what we need to do next, okay?
All right, I'll be here. I mean, at least for the next couple of hours.
Perfect.
Great.
All right. So there's a message tube thing upstairs. Just got to send out a couple of letters. One to Mechanos, one to Felix. Get the try and organize where we're gonna have spell components sent. Go save pomegranate today.
And then regroup here.
Then regroup here. I think there's no reason. So I got kind of a plan on fighting the Draco Lich, and it requires a couple days of prep time, and I need the spell components for it. That's why I'm not normally so crazy about the spell components.
Okay.
But that's
What's your-
for. So, all right. So there's how there's like magical traps.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I
Right.
got flung 12 miles up into the air yesterday.
So I can make those, right? But so these things, they kind of contain a spell in them. The spell gets cast on you, so on and so forth. The spell doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. I can put beneficial spells in those, and I can, through that, kind of basically stack up several days worth of spell castings. I can put them in a demi-plane, and then when we're ready to fight the Lich, I just cast demi-plane. We got a room that's full of buffs. Just, make you immune to fire, all that kind of good stuff.
Okay.
And then we can just go in, buff up.
Well, once we know where the Dread College is, we can do that. But
Once we know where it is, I don't have time to do it. That's the point, is I have to spend a couple days doing it.
Like, we're not going to fight it the immediate second we see it.
All right, you guys.
Move really fast.
You guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna be back here in a little while to discuss this very thing.
Do
Let's just go.
I see. Scry. Yeah, scry. That's it, right? It's scry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, please.
Then you'll do the scry, then send your letters, Carrick.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, use the. Well, actually,
I can give
no.
you
That
a
would take
name
an
and a
hour.
description.
That would take an hour. I'll just do the scrying myself. And use the here. Let me just make sure that actually, because it's been a while since I've read scrying.
Yeah, having a piece of the person makes their saving throw, raises their saving throw DC.
Okay, so yeah. So I still have it's total +5 in my favor because they get a +5 because I only have secondhand knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, let's do it. If we had an hour, we could do better, but we don't.
So what's the DC?
So his DC is going to be 26.
But they have a +5.
No, well, they have a +5 and then they have a 10. So I'm factoring that into my DC. If he just does a straight roll without any modifiers from scrying, he needs to beat a 26.
This is a scry in action. Calling Pom off on the phone.
So normally it would just be 21. But yeah. So I guess he's got a 21 with a -5 is what it really is.
So, who is Abadassa McMcElroy, Nairi? Well, Mike is on a call, as you've met him in previous games, yeah?
Yeah, we met him in The Lost Titans first, and then Mike told me some stories about him. He's an interesting character, and I'm just, I'm not gonna say much because I just want you to experience the beauty that is Abadassa McMcElroy, because
Good name.
It is a good name.
Oh,
Sorry, emergency.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. It's fine.
As
It was just one of those things I couldn't put off.
As Carrick is doing his casting, I kind of lean over to Tosha. So when he came, since I knew he was from the Tower of Time, I told him that he was on time.
Oh, nothing like an explained joke.
It's funny, right?
Good job.
Yeah. Ever since I heard about the Tower of Time and the people from it, I've been storing these jokes to tell them when they meet them.
Yeah. I will be sitting with Carrick while he casts. I can't do really a whole lot to help, but in the vain hope that it might be helpful, I'm there.
Okay.
Tasha just turns to Joran.
He has the biggest smile on his face.
She looks basically like this. She pats him on the cheek and then turns towards the scrying thing that's happening and just stands.
Joron is very proud of himself.
Tasha,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to give me what's your passive perception?
20, I believe, from recent discovery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
We forgot about their observant feat.
yeah. Perception plus my thingy plus 20.
Okay. From your position downstairs and on the first floor, out of the corner of your eye, you pick something up that is out of the field of vision for everyone else downstairs. On the second floor is Amy running back to her room, stark naked.
She did say she was going for a shower.
True.
Hey, Joron.
Yeah.
You know, we're all gathered down here. We're all together and planning stuff. But Amy's missing. Why don't you go see where she is?
You're such a bitch. Oh my
I
god.
know.
Oh
Why would I do that? She told us she would be meet us in a bit. Wait, why?
Yeah, you know, I mean, but she's probably done by now. She's probably just being very polite since we're all having a group conversation. Just go and get her. Why not?
Well, she's
Deception.
Yeah, man.
inside then.
That would be a 25 on my deception.
13.
Yeah, so you are totally that makes total sense.
Oh, okay. And I go upstairs and I knock.
There's a muffled answer.
You okay?
No answer.
I kind of go closer to the door and put my hands like this and speak against the door. We're all downstairs. You said that you'll meet us. So we are ready to meet. We're waiting downstairs. Yeah, see you in a bit, I guess. Bye. I walk downstairs.
If your squire is being eaten by something, this is on you, just because you didn't want to see her naked. Look at that face. Mike is the living incarnation of Knife Cat, I swear to God.
I hear that every week on stream. Every week.
If I don't hear
remains
anything, I'll knock again. Louder.
There isn't an answer.
Yell out if you don't want me to come in. Got 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and I come in.
So as you enter in, all of Amy's gear is laid out on the bed, in the way that you've taught her, in order to make sure that it's all clean and prepped before you go. To the left is a bureau that has her clothing hung on it, and another hook that has her armor hung on it. Standing in the middle of the room, she is bent over at the waist. You can see the head, like her head, and all of her hair is hanging down in front of her, and she is trying to brush it feverishly and yelling into her hair.
I immediately turn
so
around.
Badly.
I immediately turn around. Oh, sorry. See you in a bit. And I close the door and walk downstairs.
As you close the door, you hear, "What?" from behind the door.
Can confirm hair does this.
Yep. How's that scrying ritual going? Oh, that's
takes 10 minutes. Has it been 10 minutes?
Yeah, it's
Please
totally
say
been 10
it's
minutes.
10 minutes.
Beautiful
Okay.
10 minutes.
So, Pomegranate needs to make a wisdom saving throw, and he has a -5.
Okay. Okay, he got a 13.
Okay, yeah. I'm scrying on him.
Okay. Now, what are the limitations of scry? Can you tell me before I try and look that up?
Particular creature. As long as it's on the same plane of existence. Failed save. So there's an invisible creature within 10, invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target, and I can see and hear through the sensor as if I was there.
Okay. It fails.
Okay. So either he, Pomegranate's real good at not being scryed on, or he's not on this plane of existence. If these Tower of Time guys can tell us where he is, I think that's our best way to do it, because I don't know where he is.
Okay.
Now, curiosity.
Yes.
I would like you to roll history.
Sure. Question before I roll this, because I'm aware this could go badly. Did I get DM inspiration for the recap? If this goes.
Yeah, I'll say yeah.
up?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, I don't need it. I rolled a 15. Hey, dirty 20.
Hey, nice. Yeah, so you're able to recall that the druids of the Vale have the capability to enter into the Feywild within the roots of the tree. So he may in fact be there, and since the tree has been attacked, not able
Can't
to
get-
come home.
Shit. I go, oh, well, that is so hey, the druids have this really cool trick, the tree in the Vale, they can use it as a means to get to the Feywild. If the Draco Lich destroyed the tree, which we know probably did, he might be trapped there. Which on the plus side, I do not think Leon has plane hopping assassins.
So then maybe what we do then is, if Leon's still on this plane, just go take him out. That stops the ritual. That stops him going after Pomegranate, and then we can, kind of save him at our leisure.
Yeah, but
What about the Draco Lich?
There's only so many things we can do, and if these Tower of Time guys are willing to help us, they have like a lot of information. They can help us find the Draco Lich. They can help us put this stuff back together. If this gets destroyed, I don't know if we can ever fix what the Draco Lich did. It's the largest repository information on the planet.
Question, Mike. Did the name Valak ring any kind of a bell?
No.
Okay. I'm kind of relieved it wasn't a different train of thought, or it sort of cut off a train of thought that I was worried about. So.
All right, so what's our plan then?
So if so I'm gonna to the Tower of Time guy.
Abadasser.
Hey, do you think you could help us find this guy Leon? Give you a description of him and stuff. Criminal dude.
Probably, if you give me a little time to prepare for it.
How much? Oh, I'm not there.
Well, we're all in the same room.
Yeah.
Wasn't he off to the... Okay.
We're in it.
How much time?
He's in the kitchen on the first floor.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. It just, yeah. Just, I would need like an hour to prepare.
That's great. Let's go talk to the dragons, and then we can be back and have information.
Well, Carrick needs who needs to speak to dragons?
Carrick.
Wait, you're gonna go talk to dragons?
Yeah.
Talk to dragons.
Look, can we have some priorities here, please, Aberdasser?
So, Abernathy, here's the thing. The first guy we were looking for, we couldn't find him because we think he's on the Feywild. So instead, we're just going to try and kill the guy trying to kill him. We figure that'll solve a bunch of problems.
Yeah, and we are still getting like names and things we do, and we don't know where to go.
So I'm gonna, is it all right? I'm gonna have we've arranged with some people to try and send us some spell components.
Okay.
Is it okay if I have them send them to the Tower of Time through this little like pipey network thing?
Sure. I mean, we're always available.
All right, and then so we can pop in there. We'll pop in there. We'll spend the night there tonight. Okay, and we can talk to them, figure out more what's going on. That'll just be our campsite tonight. We'll do our normal stuff today. Once we've accomplished some things, go spend the night. Does that sound good to people?
I guess we really need to move today.
Yeah. So I'm gonna write these letters real quick. I'm gonna have them look in. I'm gonna have my dad, talk to the Mechanos folks. Have them look into. Valak. Is that it? Yeah. And try and send some spell components that way. We'll go take out Leon, and then maybe it's just a quick, easy hop over to the Feywild to save Pomegranate. But I don't necessarily want to spend a whole bunch of time searching for him.
What's up, Jade?
No, this is in character pain, not out of character pain.
So, curiosity, is that okay?
Sure.
What do you want to do, curiosity?
What I want, I'm not going to get, Joran.
Not with that attitude.
Oh, you were able to bring my father back from the dead, Tosha.
How long has he been dead?
He's in pieces, and part of him has been eaten, Carrick.
So I've been doing some research. I can't do it right now, but I suspect that in the near future it might be a possibility for
Carrick, letters, Mr. Ambassador.
Abernathy.
Ambassador.
Abernathy, Leon, chop.
I'm working as fast as I can, he says with a cup of tea in his hands.
All right,
well,
good enough for me. I will walk up to the office and start writing letters.
If you have time for a cup of tea, then you have time for doing your job.
Jordan's just like the worst manager ever.
Fucking micromanager. What a
He's like, I don't know how to do your job. See you drinking something, so clearly you're not concentrating on it.
Okay.
Pretty please.
Then, all right, here. And he pushes the cup of tea into your hands and turns around and reaches into his bag that's laying on the floor and pulls out a large tube. Looks like it's made out of bamboo. Goes and uncorks one side of it, uncorks the other side of it, lays it across the table, and begins to etch arcane runes into the sides of it.
Do you need a description of the person?
Only when I'm done.
Okay. Curiosity, you can do that, right? You saw him.
I'm quite certain that if you are looking for somebody, you can at least tell me who. Right? That isn't a special request, is it?
No.
Yeah, all right. Goes back to what he's doing. If you could, I'm going to need some salt, and I'm going to need some gold, and I'm also going to need about a liter of blood.
How much gold?
Like maybe a kilogram.
That would
Fresh
be
blood?
Huh?
Fresh blood?
I mean, preferably.
Human blood? Or any kind of blood?
Well, I mean, it would have to be rather potent if it wasn't.
Give me a
I
moment.
go get a bucket and put it next to him.
Lord.
Would I know like what amount of gold would be 1 kilo?
You could probably guess. It would be somewhere between 1 coin purse and 2 coin purses.
Yeah, gold's heavy.
Yeah, I'll put like 2.
If you were to guesstimate by like the actual pieces, it's probably close to about 500 gold.
Okay, I give him 500 gold.
Okay.
Does the blood need to be from a singular source?
Oh no, not at all.
Do I know if an imp carries a liter of blood?
Stuff you summon's not quite.
It won't
there.
be. It won't count.
No,
I mean,
like-
it's sort of. It draws them out from the Nine Hells.
Hmm.
It depends. If this is a creature that you summon, that once it dies, it vanishes, then no, it won't count. If this is a thing that you summon that once it dies, it's still there, then yes, it would count.
Disappears.
Yeah.
Mike, can I
Yes.
cut myself and bleed?
Yeah, I'm
And
also going to join in on that.
once I'm
Yeah,
at a
yeah, me
point,
too.
I heal myself and then do it again.
Yeah, no, well, this will be a team effort. We'll all bleed
Okay.
into a bucket together.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Let's bleed
This is
into a
great.
bucket.
Working as a group.
Do I come
This whole
down
thing
from?
is
So
the
Carrick
reason-
has left the team
Yeah,
and gone up to write letters.
This
goes back to
While
find
he's
3 of
gone.
Let me just say, this is the whole reason why when D&D first came out, people thought it was a satanic cult meeting.
Yep.
Welcome back.
So yeah, so I send I just have to write 2 letters, one to Felix, just be like, hey, whatever components you found, send them to the Tower of Time for me. One to my dad, hey, whatever components you find are able to give forward, send them to the Tower of Time for me. I'll send him over some research stuff and some locations for the city we're at, just to if he needs to trade those to anyone or if he promised them to anybody. And then also just be like, also there's this guy Valek, who's probably going to attack the Tower of Time. So if people are interested in stopping that from happening, I'm sure they won't say no to some help. And send that off, and then I walk down and find everyone bleeding into a bucket.
Yeah, like not even like ceremonially. Like this isn't one of those things where they look like they have a purpose. It's like National Lampoon style. They have slit themselves open and they're just like wringing their arms into a bucket. I like the idea that Carrot comes down the stairs, turns around and sees this, and then the laugh track plays.
So what was it? Gold, blood, and something else?
Salt. There'll be salt,
Salt.
in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Did he say how much salt?
He didn't. He just said to bring him the salt.
Well, I think
I'll bring him the
Tosha
salt.
is salty enough,
Salty
so
enough.
she could
Yeah,
just
yeah.
provide
Fuck you.
all of.
But yeah, there's salt in the kitchen, I'm sure. So,
Okay.
Point proven.
Let me quickly. I think when you donate 500 milliliters, like a blood drive. You do like a 500 mil. So between the three of us, and given how big Duron is, I think we can all like between us do a liter's worth without any kind of serious repercussions.
Yeah.
330 mil ish each. That's a can of Coke. That's a Coke can worth of blood each, basically.
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Crack open a cold one.
So we finish drawing our blood. So off to the dragons.
All right, I'll keep doing what I'm doing.
Okay. You're doing a
You're
great
doing
job.
it.
And I put the tea next to him.
Could you tell the dragons I say hello?
Okay, we will.
Sure, you just want us to tell random dragons that a guy they never met says hello?
That would be best. Yes.
All right.
Curiosity.
Also,
are you going
why,
with them?
just
No.
out of my own personal need to know this, why do you need so much blood for whatever you're doing?
It's a material component.
I'm okay. What are you doing then? Because as a rule of thumb, I kind of go by if it needs blood, it's bad.
I take Carrick by his collar and start
Carrick.
pulling him behind us.
I'll fill you in when you get back. Bye.
Yeah.
But
Can
no,
I roll-
it is a very valid question that he is asking. What is the spell you are casting?
Oh, well, it's a very particular locate person spell.
Okay.
Come on, let's go, dragons. Come on. And already I'm out of the door with Carrick.
When they leave,
33 on my Arcana. Do I recognize any of the components of this?
Yeah, what locate person needs a liter of blood and 500 gold?
So you know from your experience and your Arcana check that the spell that he is likely trying to do, the ritual that he's trying to do, is some sort of planar expanse. It's almost like opening up a wormhole. However, in your express, past, blood magic is normally bad magic. However, there's a lot of power in blood. So it really depends on how you're using it.
He's just using it as a... It's not like... He's just like, well, this has the most magic I can get.
Well, it's either that or he's like, I need 100 gold pieces worth of 17 items and 1,000 gold pieces worth of 5 items.
Mm-hmm.
Or I get a liter of blood
Shortcut.
and I figure it out that way.
Yeah.
It's not as
Shortcut.
clean. It's not as nice, but it gets the job done.
Mm.
It's a magical short. It's a life hack. Spell hack.
As I walk out of the door, I go, Ember, Ember,
Amy.
Ember,
Oh, Ember's the dragon, right?
Mhm.
Who's
fairy
Ember?
dragon. Ember.
After a couple of minutes, you are able to find her. She is roosting on top of what looks like it might have once been a hospital. She's curled around the spire at the top of it, looking down at you with a huge dragon head.
Hey, cutie.
Hello.
So, me? Oh, hi. It's me, Joron. This is Carrick. You know
I
us.
know who you are.
Yeah, I know. But this is Tosha, and this
I'm
is.
not with you.
You weren't going to talk to the dragons?
No, I'm staying with Curiosity in the house.
I don't.
Yeah, I
Curious
said
guy.
I would. Huh? No, Curious said that they weren't.
Oh.
Okay. Hey Ember. We're going to go talk. What dragons? Was it that you needed to talk to?
So, we're, I don't know if you know this yet, but there's a Draco Lich out and about causing some havoc. Is that a thing that, dragons in general would frown upon?
Most definitely.
So we're looking to stop it. And we're just wondering, if anyone would be willing to donate, maybe some diamond dust or some gems of considerable value as spell components for our efforts.
How much do you need?
So, just kind of whatever someone's willing to spare. Maybe like 1,000 gold, a diamond dust. Maybe more than that. I'll take what I can get. Beggars can't be choosers, but as much as possible.
Then I believe I know how I can assist you, but you will have to be very careful and only touch what you have come for.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
Jade, is Curiosity coming with us to talk now?
However, I can only help one of you at a time.
What do you mean?
Well, to get the gems that you require, I'm going to have to take you to the incubation chambers.
Okay.
And to do that, I'm going to have to polymorph one of
Oh. Into
a dragon.
Oh. Okay.
That seems neat.
Yeah.
So one at a time. So bring one of us there, go back, get the other.
I can't do it that often.
Oh, so just one of us goes.
That's correct.
I kind of know what I need, Shoran. Is it all right if I go on this one?
Okay. You really want a +3 sheet? You could get that for stuff.
All right. So get a super magic shield. Got it.
+3. Or some magical shield would be nice. I just have
They
this
wouldn't
thing.
have those around the eggs.
Oh. Where would they be?
They would be in the horde.
Is there a dragon that manages the horde? Is there a horde manager?
Each of us gets our own. If you're looking for something, you will have to deal with one of us.
Yeah, I'm good with that. You're great. I love dragons.
The dragons love you.
Thank you. So what dragons would I know of that I could probably approach about?
That would be,
or that are in this city, because I believe there aren't all of them.
in this city. No, it's not all of them.
Yeah.
Inside of the rookery, you can find red dragons, blue dragons, green dragons, white dragons, and bronze dragons, as well as they have the only surviving crystalline dragon.
And I know that crystalline dragons probably have the most shiniest horde.
They do. They mostly make their horde out of gemstones and things like that. Because their scales can stand up to it better. Also, they're the most neutral tempered of the lot.
Would they maybe have a shield or a sword or like that kind of items? Like I guess shield like that would sparkle, shine, or something.
For all the time that you've spent here, you haven't ever actually encountered the crystalline dragon, because they don't normally leave their cave.
Mm-hmm.
But it's always worth a shot.
Yeah, sure.
You're not a dragonologist or anything, so you don't really
Okay.
know a lot about dragons.
Ember, could you point me in a way where I can find the crystalline dragon, please?
She uncoils her long blue tail and points it in a general direction.
Thanks. And I go,
Hey, Joran, I'm gonna send Beery with you if that's all right.
oh yeah.
All right, Beery, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on him.
As you're doing that, you feel a sudden shift, almost like your stomach is violently upset. And just as you feel like you're about to dry heave, your body begins to grow and distend and take on a different form. You are now a dragon. I'm about to roll to see what kind.
Best day ever.
Mm-hmm.
You are now. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. You are now a large size white dragon.
Okay.
I go over to Carrick. You're a very handsome dragon, and I scratch him under his chin. Okay, see you later, bye. And I go over to the general direction of the cave.
So Ember is huge size, so she's bigger than you.
Yeah.
But so you should have no problem following her.
Wasn't Ember fairy dragon though?
No.
I specifically remember that you told me that Ember was a fairy dragon.
She was a fey dragon.
Oh, fey dragon. Ah, that's okay. Okay. Yeah, I may.
So,
different beast.
Cool.
So her scales are all blue and iridescent and shimmer like they're jewels. But she is technically in the family of blue dragons. It's just that she is a dragon that is empowered by fey magic, as opposed to a dragon that was born a dragon.
Okay.
That's the reason why she has an alternate form.
All right.
Hashtag goals. When will
Okay.
I fucking be able to be in my Fey Dragon final form? That's the question I'm asking today.
I mean,
My final evolution.
I mean, you
We're on
really
level
just need to
17.
talk to your stylist. So as she leads you up an incline to a cavern, you immediately, as soon as you get there, feel the heat coming off of it. It's like just sweltering hot. It doesn't affect you in your new dragon form, but it is like massively hotter than a human should be able to withstand. And as you begin to slowly make your way through the cavern, you start to feel the crunch underneath your feet. And looking down, you see eggshells, thousands of them, that have all been cracked and littered all across the ground. And mixed in with them, you see just discarded bits and pieces of diamond.
Hmm.
And that's where I'm going to call game.
Cool.
Bravo.
So we will pick up here next time.
Okay.
Man.
I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. I enjoyed myself. I can't wait for next week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
From next week, Monday and Friday sessions will be starting at 7 p.m. GMT, 2 p.m. EST, and then as and when
Yep.
11 a.m. Pacific Standard.
Yeah, boy.
We'll be back on our usual time difference between all of us players,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
like, it will be less complicated for us.
But we still managed 2 hours, which is nice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
So yeah, I guess.
Thank you for coming.
thank you for
Thank
joining
you
us.
for watching.
Yep.
Yes.
Join us on Monday for session 3 of Dreams of the Brave.
Yeah.
Find out what
Yeah.
the fuck happened to Gertie
You
Mm-hmm.
mean death?
and the fallout for Shimmer. We're all very
Yeah.
excited
Oh, yeah.
to see that.
Oh
After
yeah,
the-
that's gonna be crazy.
The first death on stream we've had, right? Of a
Across any of the games,
Yeah.
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 So,
That might change
Hey.
soon. Darn. But yeah,
but yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. Mike's had to disappear. As always, Mike was the DM on Fridays.
Yeah. And
but
we
thank
will
you.
see you Monday.
See
Yeah.
you all on Monday for Dreams of the Brave.
Yeah. See you
Catch
next
later.
time, bitches. Bye.